Number 1. Talking to yourself. Most people think talking to yourself means something is wrong. But psychologists notice something interesting. When people face complex problems, real ones, not simple yes or no questions, many of them naturally start speaking their thoughts out loud. Not because they're confused, because they're organizing. Language is one of the brain's strongest tools, and when thoughts become too layered to stay neatly inside, the mind pushes them outward. Talking to yourself isn't madness, it's structured thinking. Highly intelligent minds don't think in straight lines. They branch, loop, and double back. Albert Einstein was known for talking to himself while working through problems. When asked about it, he didn't deny it. He treated thinking like a conversation, not a performance. Number 2. Procrastination. Procrastination has a bad reputation. And for good reason. Sometimes it is just avoidance. But not always. There's a difference between avoiding work and letting an idea incubate. Some people don't start immediately because their brain hasn't finished building the solution yet. They look lazy from the outside, but inside something is happening. The mind is quietly testing options, running simulations, letting patterns form. Pressure forces speed, but intelligence often needs space. That's why some of the best ideas don't arrive while you're staring at the task. They show up in the shower, on a walk, or right before sleep. Not because you were distracted, because your brain was finally allowed to breathe. Leonardo da Vinci was infamous for delaying work. He'd start a project, leave it for months, then return with something far ahead of its time. People called him unfocused. History called him a genius. Number 3. Messy environments. A messy room doesn't mean a messy mind. Sometimes it means the opposite. Highly intelligent people often care less about visual order because their focus is elsewhere. Their attention is inward, on ideas, systems, possibilities. Rigid order imposes rules, and rules take mental energy. When the environment is slightly chaotic, the brain doesn't waste effort maintaining appearances. It prioritizes thinking. That doesn't mean all intelligent people are messy, but it does mean that disorder isn't the failure society thinks it is. Sometimes it's simply controlled chaos, where ideas matter more than symmetry. Einstein's workspace was famously chaotic. Papers everywhere, no visible system. When someone once asked him why he didn't clean it, he replied, "If a cluttered desk is a sign of a cluttered mind, what does an empty desk signify?" Number 4. Getting bored. Easily boredom is usually treated like a flaw. You just have a short attention span. You're not disciplined enough. You need motivation. But boredom can be a signal, not of laziness, but of understimulation. Highly intelligent minds process information quickly. Patterns form fast. Repetition becomes painful. When there's no challenge, the brain disengages. That's why smart people often drift during conversations, classes, or routines that don't demand much. Their mind is already 5 steps ahead, waiting for something worth holding on to. Nikola Tesla struggled with boredom and routine his entire life. Repetition drained him. He needed complexity to stay engaged. Simple tasks didn't challenge him. They exhausted him. Boredom isn't always disinterest. Sometimes it's a mind asking for something harder. Number 5. Questioning rules. Every system depends on obedience. Schools, jobs, traditions, social norms. But intelligence depends on something else, questioning. Highly intelligent people don't break rules just to rebel. They break them because they see where the rules stop making sense. They ask why when others accept because. This makes them difficult, uncomfortable, sometimes unwelcome. But progress has never come from people who followed instructions perfectly. It comes from those who noticed cracks in the system and couldn't ignore them. Socrates was executed for questioning rules. Not because he broke laws, but because he made people uncomfortable by asking why they existed in the first place. Every system fears the same thing: someone who thinks instead of obeys. Subscribe for more such interesting videos.